It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 137. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host. You know her, you love her, Noelle Herzog.
You know me, you love me.
The Other Way, season 3, episode 2.
Don't you feel like you've been watching this for a long time
Yeah,
already?
because it's all of the same people. Like, I mean, okay, so we have 2 new couples, but like, do we?
And we also like, it's not even like we see so much of them either. Like we saw so much of Jenny and Sumit and Ariella and Binyam, and it's like I care what happens to them.
I'm looking at my notes, and I think that Ariella and Binyam were the most in this episode.
Ariella and Binyam were the most for me too.
Yeah, and it's like, well, because with Jenny and Sumit, there was like there's so many flashbacks.
Well, that's what it like. Kenny and Armando was
oh
all
my God.
flashbacks.
It was all flashback. I got so bored.
Me too. I was like, I think I missed something. Like, I hope I didn't miss something, but like nothing happened.
Listen, it was very boring, but you know what's not boring? Joining our Patreon at patreon.com/trash talk podcast, because that is what is going to change your life.
You're gonna thank the Lord and Savior that you joined. You're gonna
thank everyone. You're gonna thank Moses. You're gonna thank Allah. You're gonna thank all of the people, because
all
you know why? There
why?
is a brand new level called the Elite level where you get every single one of our podcasts. So that is 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and the brand new Catfish Trash Talk the day we record it. So it's up to a week early.
I mean, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. And let me tell you, the Elite members are loving it.
Because I mean, sometimes they get 2 in a day.
I know.
It's
really,
a lot. Yeah.
It's amazing. Noelle, let's dive into it.
All right.
Okay. So Jenny and Sumit, sure. Was it repetitive? Is it boring? Sure. But was there such a great twist at the end? Yes. So let's start off.
Very good twist.
So she's pretending to break up with him.
This house is a dump, by the way, where they live. Jeez.
Well, I mean, she's paying for it with her social security check.
No, I know, but it's like, I know it's in a bad neighborhood and it's far away, but like the walls are falling apart.
I know, but they live like upstate India.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. Okay. The Syracuse of India.
They live in the Troy, New York of India.
Okay. Oh, Troy. Okay.
Yeah. They really do. They live in, so, you know, the way that they kind of explain it is like that they're not near the city. They're kind of like not in
countryside.
They're in the countryside, but like that's the countryside.
If you're in India, I guess.
I guess there's not that much
or like
space.
A suburb. It's not rural, obviously, but I don't know.
They live in rural India.
Rural India. All right.
The roar drawer. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, you watch 30 Rock. Hilarious. I'm very funny, Noelle. You wouldn't get my jokes, but I am very funny. I assure you.
Oh, I assure you that I am very funny too. I make myself laugh all day long.
Jenna on 30 Rock was in this movie called The Rural Juror.
Uh-huh.
Like, you know, like a jury person, juror.
Yeah.
And she kept telling people she was in the movie The Rural Juror. And they're like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
And the
right.
whole episode, they're like, I don't know. I congratulated her, but I have no clue what movie she was in.
That's very funny.
So she's pretending to break up with him. She's like, enough. I am not going to keep coming back here. Yeah, you are.
Yeah, here's the thing though. You are until you
are.
die, which is not too far away.
Oh my God. Wow. Jeez, crazy. She's not that old. God punished you. God punished you. God's choking you.
That was instant karma.
Yeah, that was instant karma. You said that Jenny was going to die and you started. Yep. There you go. Choke it out. You might not even finish this episode because I might have to finish it alone.
She's old.
Noelle, she's not dying old.
I don't know. You never know. Listen, those air miles put all the miles on you.
You think that she is so late? She's so jet lagged that she's going to die?
Yeah. Well, she's just all those points. She's collecting so many points.
You think she's going to die of jet lag?
Yes. Jet lag, death by lag. Yes. That's what's going to happen. Who can stand that many flights back from Palm Springs to India? That must be a long ass flight.
Jenny and Sumit, Death by Lag in theaters this summer.
Ooh, movie phone.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay.
It's a movie.
I like it.
Playing in the theater with the Royal Juror.
Rural juror.
Isn't that great?
That is
A mouthful.
That is certainly a mouthful.
Okay, so she's screaming, I will not, I will not. And he's like, okay, I think you will. So then she goes in the bedroom and she closes the door and he goes, open the door. And she goes, okay. And then she opens the door and then he starts talking. She's like, I don't want to hear you. And he goes, basically like, shut up and sit down. And she's like, okay, fine.
And then he's like, I didn't make COVID. My parents didn't make COVID.
Right. Well, here's the thing. He does have a point on this.
He does.
Because it's not like they had a plan to get married right this second.
No, she had this plan.
She had the plan.
Yep.
He did not have the plan. And yes, he's led her on. But at the same time, like he doesn't feel a need to marry her right now because she has a tourist visa and she can go back and forth. Also, why would she want to marry him right now?
Okay, that's what the part that I don't understand. Maybe she thinks it's a sign of his commitment, but he would be the last person I would want to marry.
Especially with his parents flipping out.
I feel like he lies so much and like you want an easy way out.
But that's what I mean. Like if you're not married, you can live with him for,
forever. Yep.
For a long time at least. So then she's like, well, the plan was to go to Nepal. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. He just brought that up.
Also, it was never the plan because he doesn't own a passport.
Right. And you knew that. This isn't new.
He lost it in the divorce. Hello.
Yes.
He lost custody of his passport.
Long time ago.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So he said that she's overreacting. And then she brings up marriage. She's like, well, I thought you were going to marry me. And he's like, marry you? And she's like, yes, I thought you were going to marry me. And he's like, marriage. She's like, but you said you were going to marry me. And he's like, I said I was going to marry you.
But here's the thing. I distinctly remember her saying she wants to get married and him saying like, not yet. I remember this happening last season.
He's super quiet. He plays dumb.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I want to get married. And he's like, my pager just went off and I have to make a phone call to the hospital.
Bye.
I'm actually on call.
Tracey used to love ER.
Oh my God, I did love ER.
We just spoke about
that was
this.
really random, Noelle. And I feel like
because he's getting paid from the doctor.
I felt like you were outing me just now.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Sometimes
I love
people
ER.
need to know.
I had an ER t-shirt in junior high school.
That's even funnier.
I was allowed to stay up till 11 o'clock on Thursday nights and watch ER in my bedroom by myself. And then I had to turn the TV off and go to sleep.
But imagine if like you asked, can I stay up? And your mom was like, no. What would you have done?
No, because you know what? Remember something. As much as I'm a wild animal these days,
yeah,
I was a very good student.
Well, right. And I feel like you didn't fight because I didn't to go to sleep. Like
no, I loved going to sleep.
Me too. When I was tired, I went to sleep.
Sleeping was my favorite. Also, I was in my room. I was, you know what I mean? I
Who
wasn't
cares?
like bothering anyone. No,
Yeah.
I love to go to sleep. Sleeping was my favorite. Like, I think that my mom always said, like, we had to wake you guys up for cartoons in the morning.
Yeah. My dad used to say, like, Noelle, when you were tired, you'd be like, good night. Even if he would stay, like, you could stay up. I'd be like, no, thank you.
Real quick. I know that you're going to be shocked at this, but when I was little and I would get really tired, I would start cracking up really bad.
Oh, really? That didn't just happen in my house Saturday night.
I would laugh until I cried. And then I think I would just start crying.
Yes.
And then they'd be like, all right, I think she's done.
Yes. I see you unravel before my eyes, usually every Saturday night when we hang out.
I know.
Because you're out late.
I know I can't pin at 10 o'clock, Noelle. It's just so much.
And then you faint to sleep.
And then I faint to sleep and I'm like, is this like sometimes when I shut my eyes and I'm so tired, I'm like, is this the white light?
Right. Am I home? Am I still in my car?
I don't even know what's going on. All right. Sorry, guys. That was a little.
We're back.
She's saying that her visa issues, like that email was a glitch.
Okay. That's what I don't understand.
I don't know. I guess they said that her visa was, whatever
But it
wasn't. And I think Sumi's like, oh, I think that was a glitch. You should go back to America. Bye.
Right. Yeah.
So they go to see an immigration lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
If we took a sip, I'm not even saying a shot, a sip of an alcoholic beverage every time someone on the show went to go see an immigration lawyer.
Seriously.
And at this point, I like how they all go see different immigration lawyers.
Yeah.
Like it's not a lot of them have like their immigration lawyer. Like they're not like, oh, we're going to see Bob.
Sure.
It's always a new one. Did you just find out that you might need an immigration lawyer? Like we've been on
Honestly,
the
with
show,
Jenny and Sumit, yes, they're
This
very
is-
dumb.
we're on season 3.
Right. You
We're on
would
season
think.
3.
You would
You
think.
don't have. We're going to see an immigration lawyer to see what your rights are.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you couldn't email him.
Okay, that's what I don't understand either.
Why do we always have to go there? Sit. I mean, I guess it's part of the show, but like,
It's part of the show.
if we took a sip of alcohol every time someone on the show went to go see an immigration lawyer, what do you think would happen?
I
to
would
us?
be hammered.
I would be hammered all day, every day.
That's what I mean. Like, I wouldn't feel well.
Mm-mm. He said that his parents aren't ready to accept the marriage.
They're never gonna.
The lawyer asked if she wants to give up or is ready to give up her citizenship. And she said no, because here's the thing. She gets Social Security benefits.
But here's the thing. Does she have to marry him?
No. He's saying that there are probably ways to stay in India if you give up your American citizenship.
Well, yeah, sure. Right. You become an Indian citizen.
Right.
But citizen of India.
But you can't be a dual citizen for whatever route he's going for this.
Yeah.
She would have to give up her citizenship. So
hell no.
no. So
Hell
he
no.
talks about a loophole.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She can join ISKCON.
Right.
And I'm like, this sounds not good.
You already know right away it's not good.
It sounds very good. It's a missionary visa.
Right.
And so basically she has to become a Hare Krishna.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to know the catch.
There has to be one.
She's like, do I have to be recruiting out there? Like, am I in this MLM?
Because they like stay in the train stations. They recruit people. Right.
The funny thing is that when they said Hare Krishna, they said like, in New York City, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Also, remember the worker at Walgreens? She saw a butterfly and thought of me, or a bird
I think
and
she was
thought
a
of me?
born again Christian.
Really? I felt like she was a Hare Krishna. I don't know.
Interesting.
Regardless, I didn't want what she was selling.
Right.
to me.
Well, so when Noelle and I were younger, we used to go to Walgreens all the time in the middle of the night. That was our Disneyland. And the woman, the checkout lady, she was inviting us to her church. So
Yes.
I gave her Noelle's house number
Of course she did.
because I thought it was so funny.
Mhm.
And she saw a butterfly and she thought of Noelle. And then she called her and then she was like, why didn't you come to church with me?
How did she get past my grandmother on the phone? I will never know.
She was probably taking a nap.
Yeah.
Noelle,
Yeah.
when we were younger,
Mm-hmm.
was there not a friend of ours that got seduced? And I don't mean that like in a sexual way, that got wrangled into a Hare Krishna meeting or service.
Okay. I know that I have a friend
Mm-hmm.
and she went to a Hare Krishna,
Mm-hmm.
but like as a fun thing because they let you eat with them or something.
Yes.
And she ate with them.
I remember this.
Yes. That was a long time ago, Tracey.
I know. But do you remember this?
Yeah,
Yes.
of course. She was like 20. Yeah.
Yeah. And she was like, this was hilarious.
Yes.
There was a lot of, she said there was a
There
lot
was
of chanting.
dancing, chanting. Well, chanting while
Dancing.
walking, dancing. Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just I wanted to make sure that that's what.
Oh no, that's real. That's funny. Yeah, that was what I was thinking about the whole time.
I know, me
watching
too.
this. That's so funny.
Sumit is trying to sell this to her all the way. He's like, oh man, Hare Krishna is like a superhero. He's the greatest guy ever.
It's like
Is-
what?
Is Sumit a Hare Krishna?
He must be.
I don't even think he is.
I don't know, but like, she's buying this. That's the
She is buying
problem.
this. I feel like this is like me. I feel like I would do something like this. Like I would try to convince someone to be Mormon
You think,
just to see if I could do it because it would be funny.
Tracey? That is your mission in life. You are a missionary.
I am.
This
a
is your
missionary.
mission in life. Uh-huh.
I'm a visionary.
You are a visionary missionary.
And he's like, oh yeah, Hare Krishna, what a great guy. And their outfits are so cute, Jenny. I would love to see you in that outfit.
Yeah, she's gonna say yes. I know it.
Noelle, did you see the coming attractions?
She's
She's chanting
no.
with them.
no.
and
Oh
they're
yeah,
like-
yeah. I did see it.
They're like, we have to chant 17 times for every bead. And she's like, my throat is getting dry.
Yes, I did see that. She was sitting there with two women. Yes.
So funny. I can't wait to see what happens with this. I can't wait until we all convert because we think it's funny.
Me too.
No offense to any Hare Krishnas out there, but I do love a good cult. I don't know exactly if that's a cult, but I'm into it if it is.
She does love cults, guys.
I love a good cult. And you know, that's not always the greatest thing to have a weak mind.
You think?
And sometimes I like to talk to someone about that.
You know, Tracey, me too.
And that's why I use BetterHelp online counseling.
I love BetterHelp.
I love it because I do not have to wait in an uncomfortable waiting room. I don't have to commute to my therapist. I could just video chat
Or text.
or I could have a phone call with my therapist.
Yeah.
I schedule weekly sessions. This is like real therapy. This is not self-help.
No, it's awesome.
You can find therapists that specialize in so many things. And this is available worldwide. So you can do it from India. You could do it from upstate India,
Syracuse, India,
Troy, New York, India, or regular Troy, New York. It doesn't matter. Everyone has been using BetterHelp. In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/fiance. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance.
Awesome.
Speaking of therapy, let's talk about Ariella and Binyam.
This is weird, man.
This is
all weird.
Is this a storyline or is this real?
I feel like it's got to be because they're like still together and happy, I think. So like,
Right.
I don't know. Whatever this is, I feel bad for Binyam because I don't think he's in on it regardless, you know?
So she's been really homesick. So her ex is going to come visit her.
Okay. That's just weird.
Okay. But do you remember when your husband's ex-girlfriend came over and stayed with him in his bedroom for 2 weeks because he was homesick?
And brought him briefs too. That's right.
She brought him tighty whities. They were so cute.
That's right.
She knew his testicle size.
She knew his cup size.
I just grossed myself out. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm so sorry. No, I'm apologizing to me, Noelle, not you. So her ex is getting out of quarantine. He's been quarantining in this hotel. So he had to quarantine for 2 weeks in this hotel.
I know, by himself.
How long is this trip going to be?
How long does this guy get off from work? How much vacation time does he have?
I thought he was a doctor. What happened?
Yeah, I thought he was a doctor.
Maybe he's a BetterHelp online counselor.
Maybe he's still in school.
And doing school from this hotel room, I guess.
Maybe.
She puts on a short leopard dress that's low cut.
I know. When have you ever seen her wear something like this?
Ariella, last episode, you were in garb.
Yes.
You were in garb watching someone wheel a goat to slaughter.
Yeah. Yes.
What is going on here? So she said that she wanted to get back with her ex.
Right.
But then she met Binyam, so she couldn't because she got pregnant.
So she was like, oh, never mind.
And she wants to get her nails done. Now, 2 of them broke off. She's going to get acrylic nails.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
2 seasons ago, she didn't have
a pot to
sink.
piss in.
No, literally didn't have like a sink, didn't have a bathroom, didn't have anything. And now she's getting acrylic nails done. Her mother's paying her rent and she's getting her nails done. I would choke her.
Well, that's because year or whatever ago, she had to show her parents how much poverty they were in and sell that to them, you know? So this way they would pay for everything.
I should pretend that I live in an alleyway.
Okay, I'll help. You live in a tree.
I live in a tree.
You live in the tree across the street.
I really would like some money. Thank you. I live in a tree.
Me too.
There's no bathroom in the tree.
That's rough.
Or roof.
Wow. What do you do when it rains?
I get wet. I'm a bird.
You can grow your own crops. Hopefully it's like a banana tree or a coconut tree.
Yum. Banana trees.
Yeah. Yum.
What? You can... You couldn't buy a baby bath.
No. But she had to buy one on Wish, you know?
But you can get your acrylic nails done hot pink and hot yellow.
With your
neon.
nanny. Right. That's what I don't understand. Right. Why did she do the 2 middle fingers yellow?
That's like a thing, but
Is it? It's not a
yeah.
thing I like. There you go.
Oh, Noelle. She's also wearing heels. And one thing she's not wearing is her wedding ring or her engagement ring. I'm sorry.
This is why I feel bad for Binyam.
This is why I think this is fake.
Right. But he's the only one not in on the joke.
Yes. So he goes home to get her ring. And then we find out that he paid less than $1 for her ring.
Okay. But that's an Ethiopian dollar, right? Is that different than an American dollar?
I don't think so, Noelle.
So what is it made out of? Did he melt a plastic fork? You
That's
know
what
what
I'm
I
saying.
mean?
Like, what is it? Dental floss?
Right. How is it still surviving?
I would get her extras then to put in her bag in case she forgot it.
But that's what I mean. I would just give her some, right.
Give
a
her
bandage.
Here's 20 engagement rings.
Yeah, it's weird.
If you break one or lose one, here's another one. I paid $20 for the whole bag.
It's like her mom might as well just buy her an engagement ring.
Why couldn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he had 3 jobs at the time too.
He's a martial artist. He's a choreographer. He's a personal trainer, and he's a dancer.
He's got 4 jobs.
4 jobs, $1.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't that doesn't add up. 4 jobs, 1 cup.
No. Then they show a B-roll of donkeys and then someone getting water out of like a thermos. So basically they want you to know that they have no running water.
Why did they do this?
This is what they do. Guess what? They live in a regular house.
But that's what I mean. The house like is nice. Just
Is
a regular
regular.
house.
Well, Leandro is coming, aka Andro.
Oh, give me a break.
She hugs him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. She like runs into his arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Binyam hugs him too.
Which is so nice.
And he's super nerdy. And she jokes that he can live with them. So he's like, oh, it's so nice here. And she's like, oh, good. You want to live with us? LOL.
Binyam, I have to say is much better looking than this guy.
Oh, for sure. Also, he's pulling his suitcases and she's jumping and running on him.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? He's pulling his suitcases.
Yeah. Well,
it's not him who's being aggressive. It's her.
Oh, no, this is all her. It's not him. I don't think he's inappropriate.
I don't think he's even involved in this. I don't think he's in on this either.
Yeah, I agree. It's just her.
So Binyam wants to know his intentions. And Leandro is like, I hope that we could become good friends.
Yeah, he seems really nice.
He seems really nice. But then he picks up Avi and he's touching the baby's hands. Why are we doing that?
I mean, because people are dumb. And Binyam handed the baby to him, which is
okay. But
nice.
why are we touching the baby's hands?
I don't know.
That's just a lot for me. And then she said something so weird.
What did she say?
She said that he, quote, could have had a baby like this, but you missed out.
Tracey, I wanted to faint when she said this.
What? That's not how that works.
Right. Like this wouldn't have been your baby because that's
different. Yeah, but it would be like that.
Oh, okay. See that, but that's what I mean. Like that is so inappropriate.
So inappropriate. Also, maybe it would have been a funny joke if everyone was really good friends.
Right. Not upon the first conversation when your man is already insecure about it.
And she's also trying to say like that Avi likes Leandro.
Yeah, it was
like
weird.
Better. And he's like, no, I think he's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Binyam was very funny. He's like, I think he hates him so much.
Yeah,
I think he choke him.
I don't think he ever wants to see him again.
He's pooping because he thinks he's pooping on him. He doesn't realize he has a diaper on.
Very funny.
He's pooping to repel him. So now he brings a suitcase of stuff. And this is what I felt like when I go to your house.
Tracey, all you do is bring me bags of stuff.
But it's never, there's no rhyme or reason to anything.
So you'll bring me like a bathing suit top, a mini jewelry box.
And then like some pasta.
A box of like pasta, maybe some watermelon juice you didn't like. and some extra paper towels that Fran got at Costco.
I know, but because you know what it is, Noelle? I want you to know what it's like to be happy.
Oh, I know what it's like.
You've seen the paper towels.
Boxes to
I'm not talking
happy.
about that. I'm talking about the paper towels.
I have to tell you, I really like the paper towels I get.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to use as many as you.
I'm allowed to use as many as I want.
I'm not allowed to use as many as you do.
Well, one day you will be happy too. toothpaste, which is he brings the Arm & Hammer toothpaste. I like that. I
Okay,
like
so
Arm &
do
Hammer
I.
toothpaste.
So do
good.
I.
I was like, yes, that is the good toothpaste. Then he brought her bras.
Right. Not the brand she wanted.
Okay. But this is her fault.
Of course, this is her fault. This isn't him.
She asked him to pick out bras for her.
Yeah. Come pick me out lingerie.
And he told Binyam, he's like, my girlfriend picked these out.
Which was very nice of him to say.
Because I have a girlfriend.
Right. He wants him to know that.
And your wife or girlfriend or fiance, whatever, requested these from me. And I did the right thing. And I told my girlfriend so she could do it. I cannot be in trouble.
She's being a shit stirrer.
She is, but also you can't find bras in Ethiopia.
I know. Give me a break.
You could find a leopard short dress. You can't find bras.
You can get acrylic nails.
You can get acrylic nails, but you can't find a bra. Also, what happened to all the bras you brought? They turned into dust.
They're gone.
Also, if you're nursing, you need a push-up bra.
Yeah. Well, she just wants to wear it for him while he's there.
Please. This is ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah.
So he said he brought two. She was like unhappy with them too.
Yeah. She didn't like them.
She was like, oh, that's so great. You went to the Dollar Tree and got me bras. Thanks so much. And then he says, quote, I can get bigger ones next time.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
I thought that was very funny. So then he brings Binyam speakers. Like, where did you go? Did you go to Brooklyn and people were selling things out of the back of their car?
Maybe like those discount homeware stores, like a Telco or a Conway.
What
That's
was
where
happening?
He went. Maybe he brought him that as like a gift, though. He knows that he choreographs.
Speakers from 1984?
I mean, I have speakers from 1984, 5.
She keeps bringing up the bra and giggling.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Then she asked him if he was mad when she left him.
Why the hell is this the first conversation you're having and it's in front of Binyam? I mean, it shouldn't happen to begin with.
Who cares if he was mad? It was a very long time ago.
Well, to her, here's the thing.
He should have been like, no, I was thrilled.
The problem is she's away. She's away from him. She's like unhappy, I guess, at the moment. So she's like romanticizing something that ended for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. And then she's pretending like they were getting back together and they were just on a break.
Yeah. And she was like, basically she had Binyam backburnered.
Guess what?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Leandro backburnered.
Okay. Let me just tell you something. If she was planning on getting back with him, wouldn't they be separated and not divorced?
You would think.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So you were going to marry him again.
Sure, Jan.
Okay.
Sure, Ariella.
And then she starts crying because she feels guilty that she left him.
Okay. See, that would be my cue to be like, we should break up if I was Binyam.
I would be like, oh, me and Avi are going to go for a walk.
Yeah.
To
America.
Upstate India.
We're going to go walk to Albany, India.
Catch me if you can.
Get out of here.
And we're taking your best friend / nan. I like how she introduced the nanny
as her best friend.
As her best friend. She's like, yeah. She's like, I'm really popular here. So this is my best friend.
Yeah. Sorry. So my best friend's here. My ex is here.
We pay her to stay here and be my best friend. But still, they're paying this woman to be her friend.
Right. Very sad.
It is so, so sad. Now, when Ariella moved from New Jersey to Ethiopia, she probably got rid of so many things. And I hope she downloaded the Poshmark app to sell the things in her closet. I'm getting ready to clean out my closet on Poshmark and shop for new clothes because it's the coolest reseller with the best brands on there. You can get Lululemon, Nike, Louis Vuitton for up to 70% off. There's tons of lightly used or brand new items with tags on Poshmark. You can shop for your next event or vacation on Poshmark. Shipping is so fast and the app is so easy to use. I'll be adding items soon, so download the app, use my referral code XTXRXAXYX, and you'll get $10 off with your first purchase. My Poshmark closet is officially up and running. So guys, also you could check that out, but other than that, there are so many things on Poshmark. I shop on there constantly. I've sold so many items already and the shipping has been so easy. I love selling on Poshmark. I've made a lot of money on there. It's so fun because you get to practically shop for free with the money you make from your sales. Listeners of 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk get $10 off your first purchase. Just enter the invite code XTXRXAXYX when you sign up. That's invite code XTXRXAXYX. And that code is going to be down below in the show notes and on social media. Let's move on.
Okay.
Stephen and Alina.
Oh boy. Okay.
He's
Ready.
25. She's 20. There's 3 days until they move to Turkey, but they're not moving to Turkey. That's what's confusing to me.
So, okay. I think they're moving to Turkey temporarily until the Russian border
They're
is open.
staying
Right?
they're going to Turkey to get married
Okay.
and wait until the Russian border is open and then go back to Russia.
Right.
as
They're
a
only going to
married
be there
couple.
for like 2 months or something, right?
Yes. So he had to quit his really good job in pest control sales.
But the boss says it's a really good job.
It's a no, I know. That's how I know it's good. So he went to go collect his paycheck. But he also doesn't support killing bugs because when he was younger, he saw an ant funeral and they were all pallbearers.
He has ant trauma.
He has ant trauma.
Pall-bearing ants. What is that? What? Okay. Do you think that he like a little bit tries to be like this? Like, is this all natural? You know what I mean? I guess I don't know.
Okay,
Yet.
honestly, I don't know yet, but this sounds like something I would say on a reality show.
Tracey, this is something you say on like BS.
Yes.
It's very
Like,
true. And then
oh,
you
yeah,
sing,
no,
then you break out into
and
song.
then I sing a song. If you guys want more of that, you know where to go. Patreon.com/trash talk podcast.
Mhm.
All right. So he doesn't support killing bugs, but he is a pest control salesman. Okay.
Right. Okay. Sure.
He has so much compassion for bugs. But his boss really thinks that he's making a mistake by quitting this very good job.
Maybe he's a very good pest. You know, people probably just buy it to be like, go
Noelle.
away, leave my house.
No one
Sure.
buys this, Noelle.
No, listen, I will buy all the ant spray you want. Leave my house.
Noelle.
Yeah.
This is like, he's basically the guy that calls and is like, we're trying to contact you about your auto warranty.
Oh, I've had them call me.
They
and
call me a lot.
You make me talk to them.
I had made you. I spoke to them last week.
Yeah.
And they hung up the phone.
They did. You get them going though. You really like these conversations with them.
I do. And they get scared of me and then they hang up.
See, I'm just not like you. I just hang up.
Usually people hang up on them. I get hung up on by telemarketers.
You do. You know how I know? Because I witnessed it the other day. I was
made 'em
eating my
very
frozen
uncomfortable.
yogurt, minding my own business, and you answered the phone to a telemarketer.
Yeah. And then I gave him an answer he didn't like.
And he hung up on you.
And he hung up on me. So
Yep.
just saying. He asked his boss if he wants a hug, and his boss is like, oh yeah, no, I don't like you.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good.
His boss was super young too.
Yes. That's how you know he was not telling the truth.
Yes.
Now we move over to a scene where she's painting her chest.
But listen, she does
Okay.
a good job.
Sure.
But why is this her thing?
She doesn't do a better job than you or I could do. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, this is just a very
Right. She
regular
didn't paint
job.
Starry Night on her. Right.
She did paint Starry Night on her.
she did paint Starry Night on her. That's right. Because they show like she did like 4 different
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Okay. But she's a model, like, okay. She's a model, like, if you and I take pictures of each other in the woods.
Yeah, Tracey, we bought matching jackets.
Yeah. And we're going to, yeah, but we're actually going to do a photo shoot because we have something to promote.
Well, right. That's true. Okay. That's true.
And we're going to hire a photographer.
She's just doing this like electively.
She's doing this for sport. She's
So
a
she-
sport model.
right.
She's a sport. She's a neck model.
like,
She's a décolletage model.
that's my favorite word. I don't know how to say it. Décolletage.
She's an antidepressant. Poisson.
Double entendre.
Prozac.
Oh man, just see what happens when we podcast at night.
This is what
kids.
happens. So she studies Chinese and Asian politics. And now we,
Interesting.
yeah, I know. So now her mom is making some borscht. Now, way to be
Right.
stereotypical, guys.
Okay, seriously, guys, that would be like they're gonna make
Tacos
pierogies.
in Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Her grandmother and her mom are there, and her mom met him when they went to Prague. So they went to Prague so that her mom could meet him, I guess. So they were there for 1 week.
Her mom obviously wasn't impressed.
Unimpressed. And then her grandma, Ludmilla,
I couldn't figure which one was grandma. Was it the blonde or the brunette?
the older one that was sitting down. The
I
mom
felt
was
like
the one
they were
making,
pretty even. It was very confusing.
the mom was the one making the soup and serving the soup, and the grandmother was one eating the soup.
The blonde one. Okay.
I guess so. So They talk about how like being a Mormon is like being in a cult because it is.
Yeah, but they don't traffic you.
Right. So she said that she's afraid because, quote, they do dark things.
Yeah, that was sad. I mean, that was pretty vague and scary at the same time.
And then Alina says that in Russia, they only have one religion, which is Orthodox. Russian.
Like Russian Orthodox. Yep.
Okay. I have to say something.
What?
There's Jews in Russia.
Yeah, right. There's right. Absolutely.
There's Russian Jews.
Most of my friends that are Russian are Jewish.
Right.
I'm married to a Russian Jewish guy.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's only one religion in Russia.
Yeah, it's her, I guess. She has a very small little world.
Yeah, I hate to pop your balloon, Alina.
She is very pretty.
She's very pretty, but she also forgot about the Jews.
She doesn't know.
She's like, there's actually only one religion and we only have one hair color and it's light brown.
Right. But my mom has blonde, so she's the chosen one.
Mm-hmm. So crazy. Also, you're right. They do traffic people. That's what she said.
Right. For organs, though.
Yes.
There's a lot of organ selling in Mormonism, apparently.
A lot of harvesting. A lot of harvesting.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually in the middle, Stephen, of teaching her about Mormons.
Right.
Do you think that Stephen and Alina look alike?
Yes.
Like a lot.
Yes. Right. Yes. Well, they say sometimes couples like morph into siblings.
They didn't morph.
I think
were born.
They
into
were
this.
born this way. Yeah.
They were born the same.
Yes.
So she's packing, and her friends come over. Nastia and Julia.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They basically ask if she's going to have sex with him, and she said no because they're virgins. Julia.
Mm-hmm.
Did she put on her villain eyebrows from her eyebrow kit?
Yes, she did. She absolutely did. That was her Cruella de Vil set.
What was that about?
That was bad.
She's like, you know what? This is the new look. No makeup at all. Not a stitch of makeup. Heavy eyebrow.
Stark eyebrow.
I'm going to make them point down to my nose.
In Russia.
Now, she reveals to them that he basically has a girlfriend.
Right.
He said that he was watching a movie with his female friend. She called him his girlfriend, and he fell asleep. He slept over her house. He's asked if he could date other women.
That to me is off the wall crazy.
No,
I don't know.
Not. I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
He's a Mormon. He's looking for a plural marriage, and he's trying to get her used to it now.
As soon as you said that, I realized it, because when I was watching this, to me, it was like, I can't believe this is happening.
He has grown up like this. He's in the Church of Latter-day Saints, and this is what's going on.
Yes.
These friends suggest that they hire a sexy decoy from the Maury Povich show.
Like I was just going to say, in the green room in Maury Povich.
And send her into the green room to see if Stephen hits on her. Okay,
but the thing is, they always hook up in the green room. How do you not know this is the sexy decoy? Every man on Maury has fallen for that.
Every man in life would fall for that.
Every man would fall for it.
Even if you said like, hey, I'm the sexy decoy, they'd probably be like, you're pretty much into me, right?
Yeah, you are sexy. Come here, decoy. Yeah.
Let me decoy you.
I'm going to decoy you and your mother.
Oh my God, Noelle.
Yeah.
He also has a secret, but we'll get to that. So he needs to tell her about the living arrangements. So
Which I saw coming.
Of course, he booked her an apartment, and he's going to stay in a hostel because they have to stay virgins so that she could be baptized into the church. Now, her mom is not wrong.
Right.
He is trying to convert her. She doesn't realize that. And he's pretending that he's not, but he's slowly converting her.
No, he is. He's like pushing her into this without her even realizing.
Yep. So they want to wait until marriage because in their religion, they have to be virgins when they get married. And he said that he basically struggles with chastity.
But why couldn't he just get like a 2-bedroom place? Or why can't he stay on the couch?
He can't, because she's also a sexy decoy.
Yeah, are you that right? Are you that much of a sex crazed animal?
Yes.
You know what I mean? You have to get a whole ass apartment.
They could never ever not.
It's so.
I would hate to be in a dark alleyway with this guy.
Me too. It sounds very threatening. The guy can't control himself.
Oh God. So he is not a virgin. He's been lying to her. Great. Good job.
Right. Great.
Okay, great. Well, guess what? You should get kicked out of the church.
Yeah.
I'm going to report you.
Do it, Tracey.
I'm calling Mormon.
Call 1-800-Mormon.com.
I'm calling.
Not
I'm gonna be like,
OBGYN.com.
Do I want a free Book of Mormon? Yes, but also I'd like to report Stephen.
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
So let's go over to Corey and Evelyn. Nothing really happens over here except for the B-roll is chicken heads lined up in a row.
But it's like, this is so not necessary.
What are they
guys.
selling them as finger puppets? Come on, guys. What are we doing?
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
And then they're
seriously.
washing a husky?
Yeah, I guess his dog, their dog. Yeah.
All right. So they're going to go meet with the wedding planner. The wedding's in 5 months. And quote, Corey will pay for everything.
Who is the stupid one here? It's him. Because he's like,
him.
Can you help out? She's like, no, haha.
Well, they've hired a wedding planner that is also a Victoria's Secret angel wedding planner. What?
I guess Adriana Lima or somebody.
Cool.
I don't know. Right.
Noelle.
Yeah.
They quote purchased a beachfront. Actually, I'll put property in quotes.
It's like a 4x4 square. It's a Farmville square.
It is literally a Farmville square
on the ocean
of sand and rock.
Yeah, there's nothing there. And you want to get married there? Okay.
The wedding planner is like, oh, no. We can't get married here. This is sewage.
Right.
There's no building.
There's no electricity.
This is a 4-inch by 4-inch square.
Yeah. You can only fit 2 people.
This is 1 square of dance floor.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's just rocks and sewage.
But it's like they're so shocked. Like, what do you mean we can't get married here?
Why can't we get married on this piece of wood?
On this square.
We could have cocktails on the left corner of the square of wood.
We can have our Venetian hour on the sewage.
Right. And then we could have dancing on the rocks.
Dancing on the cliffs.
Yeah, this is great. This is perfect. We could spill over into the road.
It's so weird.
What?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you would have to build a wedding venue here.
Right. But the thing is, it's like on a parking spot too. It's like,
it's just that it is a parking spot.
Yeah. It's really weird.
I just had an idea.
What was your idea?
You have a driveway.
Yeah.
You have your own parking spot.
Oh, I should sell it out as a venue.
Is it not a wedding venue?
Yeah. It's not a wedding venue.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And after the hurricane, it is waterfront.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, so an average wedding that she does costs from $26,000 to $50,000, and their attire costs $16,000. What? How many chains are you wearing on your wedding day?
They're scamming Corey
all the way.
Yeah, that's what it is. They see this dumb white guy and they're scamming Corey. Mm-hmm. More power to them.
It is so great. All right,
yeah, it's like, come on.
Let's talk about a couple that there's literally nothing wrong with.
Well, okay, but honestly, why did they bring them back?
Armando and Kenny are here.
Mm-hmm.
Their daughter, Hannah. Kenny's like our daughter. Okay, we get it.
Sure.
They have their cat on a leash. They have truffles.
I love truffles.
Kenny's old hair was wild.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
He looked like the Slim Jim guy.
I think he was wild. I think he was wild.
He definitely was. Also, Kenny sounds sick.
He sounds sick, but I think he sounds sick a lot though.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Hannah is brought down to sit down with Armando and Kenny. Now, I thought that they had flashcards to teach Hannah things because Hannah is not going to school right now. Like, I thought they were going to homeschool her together, but they were homeschooling Kenny.
Tracey. I thought they were like teaching her letters.
Hannah was homeschooling Kenny.
Yes.
She's like,
I was
Papa.
like, oh, they're going to teach her something.
The vocabulary that they used.
Yes.
Was the vocabulary, but why is it so hard for Kenny to listen? I'm not saying learn the entire language fluently.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what malo means?
He's not interested. That's what I think it is.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like, I really like Kenny and Armando, but in some ways I think that he thinks he's like above it or something.
Caminando, camina ligero.
Here we go.
No te cansas de caminar. Toque esperan José María con el niño en el portal.
I want you guys to know that she does this to me on the phone when you're not around. She does it to me in the car, especially when we're driving together. And then she makes me hold her hand too.
Mm-hmm. We haven't held hands since COVID.
I know. We actually haven't held hands in a while. Mm-hmm.
Armando is real life Pinteresting a wedding vision board, and Truffles is helping.
Okay, but that was so cute.
Armando is worried that his family won't come. How many times is his family going to say they're going to come?
But that's the thing. So I was thinking to myself, like, okay, so they were a little standoffish at first, his family.
They were
But
confused.
they seem to
They're like, yeah, we'll come to a gay wedding, whatever that is.
right. And they know,
Yeah, they're like,
that-
you're going to be husband and husband. I don't know how this works, but yeah, we'll come.
but we'll come because we love you. At the end of the day, his mom loves him. That's
Yeah.
it.
They're like,
And
this
you know what? If
food
his
is probably going
father-
to be
if his-
delicious.
Oh, hell yeah. And if his father doesn't want to come, he does not have to come. That's it.
Yeah, just be happy.
Don't spend your time worrying about who's going to come, who's not going to come. I've been there. I've done
Yeah.
that. Mhm.
Well, Yvette, the neighbor, is watching Hannah, and apparently she has a daughter that's friends with Hannah. Like this,
Mhm.
they live in like a beautiful area.
But I wish they would show us more of the things like that matter,
Mhm.
like their actual lives. I don't care about Bridezilla. That's dumb.
Right. All right. So they're going to go meet Hugo and Carlos.
Could I love them anymore?
Literally, no, they are the cutest things I've ever seen to plan the wedding.
Mhm.
Armando also wants fireworks because he likes it big.
I mean, he's not wrong. Oh, he likes it big. He likes all the bigs.
He's also being a bridezilla.
I don't think so. I think he just wants what he wants. Good for him. He's
So
happy.
These wedding planners, they're gay as well. And
love
but they
them.
haven't done legal gay weddings, just like a spiritual ceremony.
Right. Like
kind
a
of like-
commitment ceremony.
Right. Like kind of like when your friend
yeah.
asked me if I could baptize her child.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, define baptize.
I still think you should have done it. I still think you should have done it. I think it would be great. I think we could like incorporate some like Yiddish and just make me and Matt the godparents. Let's
Okay.
just do it. Let's just do it.
Listen, whoever needs to be baptized, call me. Okay.
You are ordained, Tracey.
I know that's what your friend said. She was like, well, I thought you were a reverend. And I'm like, I'm not a Catholic priest.
I want to tell you that my electrician was here the other day. You're a very good friend of yours.
Yes.
And I told him that you married us. He did not know that. He lost his mind. I
What
forgot to tell you
happened?
that.
How did he react?
We were talking about weddings. We were in the
Mhm.
garage, actually. We were talking about weddings. And I was like, and he asked me, he's like, did you have a rabbi? Did you have a priest? And I was like, oh, no, actually, we didn't do a religious ceremony. Our wedding is coming up. We got married in my in-laws' house first, and then we had a
Right.
wedding in Kentucky. And Tracey married us. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, I'm like, no, really. He's like, Tracey married you. I'm like, she got ordained. He's like, of course she got ordained. It was so funny. I didn't realize he didn't know it. He lost his mind.
Because when I say I married Noelle, I think that they're thinking we had a legal gay wedding.
Which wouldn't surprise anybody at all.
So there now Kenny is trying to make this a controversy hard.
That's what's annoying.
All right. So he's like, do you think that some people, like the vendors, won't work with us because we're same sex? And they're like, maybe,
Right.
but also maybe in America.
But
Also,
that's the thing. It may be
also-
in America.
also good. Don't work with those people.
You
they're bad
shouldn't work
people.
with them. You don't want to work with
Okay.
them.
Now, also, the funny thing is, he's like, well, maybe like the photographers or the dancers or the caterers won't work.
Mhm.
The dancers?
There's going to be dancers.
Okay. The dancers?
They're going to dance. They're going to
Okay.
have.
Who else won't work with you? The dancers, but the ice dancers? These are, no offense,
The
but like
ice capades.
some of the most homosexual professions.
Yes.
I've worked in catering,
Uh-huh.
cater waiters.
Yeah.
That's like a very, very big gay population in the cater waiter industry.
Yes.
Dancers?
Maybe they're going to have like Liza Minnelli impersonators. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the drag queens really don't like to do gay weddings.
It's like, what? I don't understand.
Yeah, the artists are really
Yeah,
against
they
it.
don't like gay weddings.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. You'll get shunned here. It's like Williamsburg, New York.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so
The
funny.
regular old racist Bushwick.
Yep, that's exactly
It
what
was just
is.
very weird to me.
Me too.
But also good. Let us
Mhm.
know right off the bat that you won't work with us so that we can let everyone know that you are bigots.
Absolutely. And then we can write reviews on your Yelp.
Yeah. You'll never get
Uh-huh.
another. Yeah. There
You
we go.
won't.
Boom. All right. Let's talk about my favorite new couple.
Kenny G.
Kenny G and Victor. So that's Ellie and Victoria.
Yeah.
She's going to be moving.
Victoria?
Victoria. It's too late for me. Ellie and Victoria.
Ellie and Victoria. Okay.
He's moving to Providencia.
Right.
So she goes to Scott's house for Friendsgiving.
Right.
And they think she's going on vacation. No, they don't.
They know.
No, they don't, because you know how they know?
How?
You have a film crew there.
Oh yeah.
Filming for a show called
about that.
90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, so they know. They're not
the
very
other
surprised.
way.
Yeah.
The other way. And also they know that he cheated on her. So that was good. Definitely tell all your friends that and then expect them to accept you.
Why women do that is beyond.
She says, quote, "It's the beginning of me moving down there permanently." What? Are you gaslighting us?
Yes.
You're moving there. You're not. So basically, I got to tell you, I don't think she's moving there.
Here's the thing. I think
she's going there.
Maybe. I don't know. I would have more respect as a woman if she was like, he cheated on me. I'm super nervous about him doing it again. I need to go down there and assess the situation and stay there for a while. Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Also, they bring up that she's selling her business. Is she really?
No, I feel like she gave it to her partner.
I feel like she's letting her partner run it.
So do I. Yeah.
Okay. They think that she's stupid.
I think she's stupid.
Yeah. And they're like, well, how do you know that you could trust him? And then her answer was, he sounds trustworthy.
Oh, okay. Good.
They're like, what if he's just charming? She's like, yeah, no, he's just charming.
I got a bridge to sell you. Right.
Oh, God. She sends him money.
Yeah.
He thinks that she's rich. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah. That's like that couple last season. Stephanie, the guy from Belize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stephanie and the guy from Belize. I can't remember his name.
What's happening here?
Yeah. But it's like, he's being an opportunist. But you know what? It's like, who's wrong? He's
no,
wrong.
No, he's not. Because he's been fairly honest with her.
Yeah.
He's building a house. They have no hot water, but it will be really nice. She gave him $5,000 to build a house.
Okay.
So they're like, do you want to do a background check on him? She's like, no, I believe him. Why? Oh. She's like, also, he was honest with me about his domestic violence charge with his ex when he beat her up after he walked in on her with a man.
When he macheted her.
Yeah.
Right. What?
Yeah. But like, listen, stab wounds heal, Noelle.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, now they're okay.
Yeah. Now that she got a blood transfusion.
That's her. Oh, that's she got a tracheotomy.
Yeah.
Right.
She's like, don't worry about it. I spoke with her. And yeah, of course. Do you think that she's gonna be like, oh, don't move there and stop giving him money? She's gonna get double macheted.
Yeah, but she's gonna be like, because also maybe she'll get some money. You know?
Well, that's what I was thinking about too. But also, she'll probably get macheted.
She'll definitely get macheted. Yes.
This is not funny or good.
No.
All right. Well, she's spoken with her ex and she feels super comfortable doing this now. Hiromi, her friend.
Yes.
Her eyeliner is so crooked that it looks like, I don't even know what it looks like.
I didn't even notice. I thought it was just like her face.
Very bad.
Yeah.
So this guy is so full of it. So we start, we see him, Victor.
He is so good looking though. It's ridiculous.
He is very good looking. He has been growing a beard ponytail for her.
It's a symbol of their love.
Now, she's going to flip out if he cuts it just like Ariella.
The dreadlocks.
Flipped out when Binyam cut his dreadlocks because she's fetishizing him.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Just like Ariella does with Binyam. And it's really disgusting.
I hate that.
She tells him, this is the oldest trick in the book, by the way. I had a dream that you cheated on me.
Okay, but how many times have I done this? But not as an adult. You know what I mean? What are you doing? I'm 40. I am not doing it now. Now I say I'm 40. But like, I think maybe I did it like 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah. You say, oh, I had this dream that you were cheating on me with very specifically Sarah.
Yes.
Do you think there's any truth to that? Right. Like if I choke Sarah, would she eventually tell me that she was with you?
If I choke Sarah enough, will you come out of her?
Oh my God. Well, he said, she's like, you promised me she's not on the island.
He's like, she's not on the island.
She's not on the island. But he
so what happened
to answer.
Right.
She's not on the island. Did you kill her?
But that's what I mean. You guys broke up. What did you do?
What
with
does
her?
that mean?
You threw her in the ocean?
That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's weird.
He's like, she's not on the island. She's in the water by the island.
Right. She's floating away. Really weird.
Very, very weird. So she keeps talking about the cheating on this phone call.
But I know. It's like, you got to let it go or not, though.
She's actually annoying.
She's really annoying.
And then she says that they're soulmates. But what?
You're soulmates now?
I thought that you were.
Yeah. I thought you
Okay.
were. Yeah,
Okay.
oh,
All right. So he's scared about the hurricane.
Right.
And he has to evacuate. So
where is he going to go?
Okay, but this is like a perfect chance to be like, you know what? I built you a mansion. Thank you so much for the money. That it actually blew away. It's in Kansas right now.
But that's what I mean. I need more money for a new one.
It's in Oz.
Kansas. It's in Oz right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're so right.
This
is also his way out. Play dead. You don't have to see her.
I think, well, I mean, when we look at the coming attractions, I think he did play dead.
Yeah, because she flies. She's like, I'll just keep flying till I find him.
Okay. I mean, you might have to.
Okay, go ahead. Keep finding. Keep flying.
Keep flying. Keep flying. I don't know what's going on here.
Keep shining.
We're going to find out very soon what's happening here.
I can't wait, Tracey.
Make sure you're following the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And you can follow me, your host, at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram and Twitter. And follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Give us a 5-star rating, an amazing review. Come and join our group, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk Podcast on Facebook. We're going to have a great time.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming. Please drive up.
I was just going to say, please drive up.
Goodbye.
Bye.